Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Surtr, some Surtr, some Fire Giant, some whatever, whatever you want to call it. I probably shouldn't tell you guys this because it's like kind of embarrassing, but right before I hit record, I decided to take a drink out of my water ball, and I choked to death, so hopefully I'm not like, I'm just saying if I cough, it's because I literally just almost died, like 10 seconds before I hit record. And I choked on water. It went down the wrong pipe, as one might say. I don't know what relic we want to start. I think it's just horrific, but I'm thinking about the late game too. The late game, I think we want like Blink Thorns, surely. Or wait, maybe it's just horrific Thorns, and we hope we catch her out or something. I don't know. Maybe we can ult on top of her. I don't know. But either way. Playing some Surtr, some Fire Giant, whatever. I like calling him Surtr sometimes, just because, like, I don't know, why not? Why not? Hope you guys had a good... Ooh. Oh wait, I just played against this guy last game in my my warm-up, my Wukong warm-up game. But yeah, Surtr, you guys might not know this, because I don't even have him diamond on my main account, and I don't play him much in Duel. But Surtr is actually one of my favorite gods. Not like a top 3er, you know, he's not that awesome. But Surtr's probably in like my top 10. Maybe top 15, which sounds bad, but, you know, top 15 when there's like 130 characters in the entire game. Pretty good, actually. Holy clear, Batman. But, I don't have him diamond on my main account. The reason why I mentioned that is because it's kind of funny that I actually have him diamond on my Smurf, my second account. I have hit like 15 or 1600 worshippers on him on my second account. So technically, if I put my worshippers together, I've gotten him diamond twice, 2,000 worshippers. But yeah, and the reason why I have him diamond on my alt is because, for those of you who don't know, I actually just don't play that much Smite on my main account these days. I mean, I just don't play that much Smite to begin with, if we're being honest. But when I do go through like a phase where I enjoy playing Smite again, you know, like casually off stream kind of thing, I play on my alt account usually. Why? Because... well, frankly, it's just more relaxing. I don't have people telling me to go back to Duel in my Slash games. I don't have people spam laughing my corpse because they lost to me in Duel one time. I don't have people constantly messaging me. I don't have people like looking at my history, and even worse, spectating my games. It's just annoying, man. So I play on my second account usually. Like people, as far as people spectating my games, it's actually so bad that one time I was playing, one time Lizzie, my girlfriend, wanted to play on her main account, because we Smurf together usually. She wanted to play on her main account, so she did. I decided to stay on my Smurf, my second account, and people were actually spectating her to find me. Like, they were spectating her matches, well, our matches, but they didn't know it was mine because my Smurf is hidden. They were just spectating her in hopes to find me. And if you're wondering how do you know that they're spectated, it's in your history. If you go through casual games, if a casual game has a replay button, that means somebody spectated it. Now, granted, they're not, you know, if you're playing like a 5-man, also I just realized I'm kind of just yapping and not talking about the game, but to be fair, nothing's happening in the game yet. But if you go through, and I mean, if you're playing a 10-man mode, there's, you know, 9, 8 other people, depending if you're a duo queue, that are in that game, and technically somebody else could be spectating one of their friends. It's not guaranteed to be about you, right? But still, it happens a lot, and so that's why I play on my second account. And we love playing Surtr over there, because this god just... oh, I thought he was holding the wave. He might have actually been lagging or something there. But this god just produces pressure, man. In every game mode, really. Like, I'm not saying he's the best or anything. I'm just saying that when you see a Surtr walking at you, you get scared because he's tanky, he heals a lot, he does a lot of damage. And almost most importantly, you know, you can't really fully punish him for trying to attack you because he'll just ult out kind of thing. So he's kind of just walking pressure. He does a lot of damage. And so I love playing him in like Joust, and even though I don't play Joust that much these days, but I did when he first came out. I love playing him in like Slash and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. And when he first came out, I played him a fair amount in Duel as well, at least a little bit. And I was going Soul Eater double defense like every game, because the way the builds were back then, and maybe it's even still the case, I haven't really thought about it. Basically, long story short, there wasn't enough pin in the game slash anti-heal for like, they would have to make a decision. Are they going to counter all my defense or are they going to counter all my healing? Because you can't do both. And it was super OP. I think there's plenty of pen in the game and anti-heal now because of the Executioner glyph. So I don't think he's as strong, at least with a build like that, as he once was, but we're just gonna back. I think we're gonna go auto attack. I'm not really sure though. Maybe I'll just go like Berserkers, Jotuns, and Hydras, and that would be like 30% cooldown with some attack speed on the... Wait, no. No, he got it. That was kind of a bad back time by me, I think. Dude, Surtr has AoE autos, a giant circle 3, and I have this shard that makes it to where I basically have like Gooseberry Golden Blade autos, right? So like my clear is so good. My clear is so good. Hopefully we get this red buff. We kind of greeted the wave a little bit. Probably should have just been setting up for the red, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. I didn't even know her ult does damage to minions, to be honest. I mean, it's not like I thought it didn't. I just didn't know that it did, you know? You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? I feel like I have so much pressure, though, with this character that, like, I should never, ever, ever try to 50-50 a buff, to be honest. I should just run at her, call it a day. That was kind of bad on my part. I think I messed that up on in multiple ways, to be honest. That one looks kind of like a 50-50, but I don't think it is. I don't think she ever really stood a chance of getting that buff. To be real with you. Well, I don't know what I want to buy yet. I think it's going to be the Jotun's Hydras, but I'm not sure. I mean, like, dude, these items are just so good. And the healing on Jotun's is so good, like the glyph. I keep giving up the Meteor. I think it's just because I'm distracted and recording. Because, you know, call it cope all you want. I've actually been really on top of those Meteor timers recently. And I've been playing gods with pressure. So I'm actually, like, shocked that I'm shocked that I'm letting him get these so easily. Especially because I just played this guy last game. And he was not getting the meteors, I'll tell you that much. But, oh, whatever. I'm a noob. Also, truth be told, I don't know what people level on Surtr these days. I level 3 just because it's like big AoE damage, especially like when you're playing a multiplayer mode where you can hit multiple gods with it. I level 3 just because it's the easiest to confirm and it's nice. Then I level the 1 because it goes down in cooldown, and I level the 2 last because, well, I think it's the worst ability. I don't know. But more importantly, I'd be missing that thing, so even if the 2 does do the most damage, I could see it doing the most damage, to be honest. Maybe I'm completely wrong and the 2 is the best. But like, I don't know. I'd just be missing it, so I'm just gonna level the easy abilities that I know I can hit. That's my strategy. Sometimes I really do think that's the best way to go about it. It's just level what works, you know? Stop thinking too much about what's technically the most optimal and just go with what works, man. Like, if you're leveling, like, for example, some gods you just kind of have to level them a certain way, otherwise they're just bad characters. Oh wait, the meteor's coming. But some gods you kind of have options, you know? Like for Fenrir, for example, some people max the 1, right? Well, let's say you suck at leveling the 1, right? You suck at it. And they have abilities that can cancel the brutalize, but still you can just wait for them to be done, or for them to use their CC, and then you brutalize, which is like an unmissable ability, right? And so just generally speaking, if you're missing your 1, you're going to do more damage leveling the suboptimal ability than the other one. I mean, not to say that brutalize isn't optimal, it is optimal. I just mean more like if you're afraid of it getting canceled. Because technically brutalize does 1.5 billion damage. So I should have backed like ages ago because I have 1 million gold in hand, but the thing is like, things kept spawning, you know. I kept trying to contest farm over and over. So, and I think I have enough pressure to where it doesn't really matter. I think even though I have 3,000 gold in hand, I can still do what I need to do. As you can see, I'm pretty much just one-shotting buffs. Nothing is hard for me. You know what? Just to prove my point, I'm going to stay and contest this blue buff. Oof, oof. Go, 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 go. He has a ward already, dude. Alright, we'll pick this guy up. Big wave clear situation. Gonna come over here, pick up our red. We couldn't pick it up. Oh, it disappeared. Oh my goodness, dude. If I didn't clear the wave, sad. We're just gonna upgrade this, because why not? For fun, you know? For fun. And then I'm going to get... Let's get this. And then I'm going to get a power potion, and we should just be able to win the game right now, I think, honestly. We have a little bit more mana with this. We have a lot more damage, a lot more movement speed on the Jotun's Vigor proc. We have a lot more movement speed. I mean, we just have so much going for us here, I think. Oh, what the? The lifesteal, the fact that he can't turn on us very easily because we have thorns now. Like, things are just looking up for us, guys. Like, I don't really see how he's gonna stop us. Like, the only way an Ishtar or, like, a Hunter could keep up with Surtr is late game. So, if you just do what I'm about to do, you know what, I'm gonna take this because there's no other buff, and I want cooldown. You just do what I'm about to do, and once you get into this mid-game portion, where they don't have pin yet, and just don't do a lot of damage in general, you just force things, man. You just buy a power potion, and you force things. Oof. That was an unlucky miss. I don't really care about taking a little bit of damage right now. All I want is a fight. I'm willing to put myself in a worse position for that fight. Alright. He kind of backed off a bit there. If he dashes, I think I'll just ult. Actually, I think I'll just ult in general. I think I'm tanky enough to dive, and my imps might tank a little bit for me at least. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't ult, but I'll be honest, him ulting wouldn't have really made a difference. I mean, I guess there's a world where he could have possibly lived, I guess, but like, even if I get stunned into the Phoenix, I'm not gonna die. Pretty much just a 0% chance of that. Oh, we're shredding this thing. Where's my imp going, dude? Alright, so we're gonna pop thorns. He dashed. We're gonna wait until he starts running away to stun him, I believe. Big auto, stun, and he's dead. I don't really know why he committed to me like that. It's very strange. I guess he thought just because I'm lower HP, I don't know. Oh. I was looking at something else, I didn't notice the Titan started moving. Dude, I just won the game in 11 minutes. 12 minutes, I guess, technically. Wow, okay. I don't think that really makes a whole video, dude. I can't just post a 13-minute video, right? Like, there's no way. He wasn't even going into pin. He was going into charged, but oh my god. Alright guys, I'll skip you guys into the next game, and hopefully, what I'm going to try to do, honestly, because if I'm successful, I think I'll make it the thumbnail slash, you know, video title, gimmick, if you want to call it that. You guys probably already know this before me, because you guys can see the title. But I'm going to try to rush the next game, man. I'm going to try to snowball really hard, like I just did right there, because I think he's very, very capable. -1 MMR, jaw. Alright guys, I'll skip you guys into the next game. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we're off into the next game. Oh, we're against... No way, dude. This guy was literally just messaging me. Like, maybe like 20, 30 minutes ago. Like, before my last game, he was messaging me, asking where the streams have been. Because it doesn't say that I've streamed for like a month, but that's just because the VODs aren't publishing. Like, the videos aren't publishing because they're broken because of my voice. That's a whole thing. Whatever. I'm looking into a fix with that. But the point is he was just asking me where I've been. And wondering why I haven't been streaming, even though I have been streaming. Today's Monday, last time I streamed was Friday. I usually take the weekends off. And here we are. He clearly sniped me. Clearly, it's obvious that he wanted to go against me. Alright, let's see if we can snowball this one. I think, in this matchup, we should be able to snowball really easy. The only thing I could see being a small, tiny problem is like, Obviously, when I ult, he has more than enough time to just go into a wall and kind of avoid it. But other than that, I think we're chilling, man. I think we're doing good. I just feel like my character does more damage. Oof. I feel like my character does more damage, heals more, is tankier, and like pretty much just better in every way except like wave clear, I guess. Actually, no, my wave clear is amazing. I was just thinking of like her ulting the wave. But other than that, I mean, she took some pretty decent damage there too, and she didn't get to clear any of that wave, so I think we're just gonna double down on pressuring here. Yeah, I mean, there's just I just have too much pressure, dude. I'm just too muscular of a man. In game, of course. I mean, oh. Oh, she went to the buff, man. I didn't know because she hit me with the thingy. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna put 1 point into my 1 this game, just because my 3 is down. Why not? Helps me clear. We got ourselves a red buff. Feeling good. Looking good. Feeling good, baby. Alright, I probably could not have cleared that wave worse, if I'm being honest with you. That was pretty terrible. I don't even know what was going through my head on that one, to be honest. I think I'm going to end up losing the meteor again this game. I don't know how fast that thing spawns. We'll see. I'll try to get back to it. Maybe I should just ult to it, dude. Like, do I really need my ult that bad? I feel like I don't. Wait. What are you doing here? He's gonna go into the wall, I would assume. He has beads. I think beads versus Surtr is actually perfectly fine. I just don't really know why he got it first relic. Oh. Wait. Dude, I swear. Copium maybe, but like I swear Surtr's 2 is so weird. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but like it's just so weird, man. I mess it up all the time. Like, I understand what happened there. You know, I threw a minion and the minion doesn't go through things, only the imp does. I get that, but like what I'm saying is when I pressed it, I didn't even like I didn't even think that it was out. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to begin to explain my thought process, to be honest, because then you guys will realize that when it comes to Surtr 2, I'm just like actually insane. I don't even know what to describe it as. There's just something about Surtr and his 2 that I clearly don't understand. Something clunky, something weird's going on here. Sit here. Dude, I actually hate that the minion won't like group up. Like the minion blocks my grouping of the thing. My little imp. Take that, sucker. Oh, get a little bit of auto desinkage there. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe the 2 is just the highest burst damage. Like, the 3 doesn't look like it does that much damage when you pull up the K screen, but you gotta remember it's a ticking ability, and also it hits twice. Like, the initial damage hits twice, so... The 3 does do good damage, especially if you're hitting multiple people. That's kind of like where my bias comes from, is like playing Slash or Joust. You know, when you pop your 3, you're gonna be hitting like 2 people every time, 3 people every time. Like, you're gonna be doing big damage with it. But in Duel, maybe you're better off just leveling the 2, probably. Admittedly. I feel like Cleo could secure this rock pretty easily if she just like ulted it. Like when it's about to go down, she just pops her ult on top of this area that she has to like hold, you know? Because if you don't know how the scepter works, the buff I just got right here, basically whoever is the last person, you kill the rock, and whoever's the last person standing in this circle that the rock spawns, that's who gets it. And so what I'm saying is like it's kind of hard to just stand in a full Cleo ult, right? So you just ult it, and it kind of forces people to move. Maybe not like Surtr because he's so tanky, but it does kind of force you into a weird position. Also, another thing, because, you know, I haven't played that many Surtr Duel games, so I'm not going to pretend like I've perfected the craft. I'm not sure if maybe going Breastplate would be better than Berserkers. Like, Breastplate of Valor or Breastplate of Regrowth could both have value. But, like, I just feel like the attack speed's so useful. Like, I don't really want to go attack speed Surtr. Like, I really don't want to do that. But that doesn't mean I don't want a little bit of attack speed, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to go a full attack speed build, but a little bit is nice. I'm not canceling my 3 on him enough either. That's another thing you should do. Because like I said, the 3 procs twice. Well, if they're about to go in the tower, you should cancel it to get that second proc. Should be a free kill because he has no shell or anything like that. First blood. I'm surprised he didn't message me, to be honest. Like, that's not like a... okay, I guess it sounds kind of weird, like I'm so famous. I just mean more like he was messaging me while I was in queue, like a queue or two ago. You know, just wanted to talk to me, right? And now that we're against each other, he didn't hit me with like the usual duel thing where it's like, oh, hey. How are you? Didn't know you were queuing. You know, that's what people usually do. But hey, man, he's serious. He's trying to get this W. I understand it. So am I. Think friendship means more than this Smite W? No. This W is everything to me. He's inside the wall. Another thing about like the cooldown thing is like I do still build breastplate on some gods, but generally speaking, I think right now the meta is less about synergies in your build and more about good items versus bad items. Like, what does he do about this? He's just getting clobbered, man. What? How did that... It hit the wall, I guess? Oh my goodness. That was a free kill, man. Go in there, little imp. I think leveling the 2 is better than the ult. Like, I think leveling the ult in duels kind of troll. Even though I did just get a kill with it, but he was like 1 HP, so... Bro, I do so much damage, and she has defense too. What was I saying a second ago? I was like explaining something. Oh, I was saying that I think building good items is better than synergy. So like, what does that mean? For example, in this situation, I'm probably, keyword being probably, not going to build any more attack speed items than Berserkers. So that means my Berserkers is not really synergizing with my build. Because like, I'm not building attack speed, right? Well, overall, stat for stat, I think that Berserkers is just better statted. It's just a better item than Breastplate is. So I am willing to go the less synergistic build to have better items. And like Jotun's, for example. It's really cheap, you gotta remember that, unless you buy the glyph, in which case it's not cheap anymore. But Jotun's... I'm just gonna pop Thorns here. I'm gonna pop my Horrific too. Wow. Okay. We're just gonna go to Bull Demon. We're pressuring, man. I did some big boy damage there. Here, we'll use our thingy here. Group up these Chester. Look at how much, dude. Why do I do so much damage? Okay, to be fair, I do have a red buff and a power potion. But I feel like I was hitting hard long before that. I put a point in my ult by accident, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. I think I'm just gonna go Serrated instead of Hydras. I'll go Hydras next, even though I don't think we'll even make it to that point. But I'm gonna go Serrated because the movement speed to chase her is very valuable, and I just want more healing too. Because if you look at his build, we're at a point in the game where it's like he's just trying to finish his pen, and even if he finishes it right now, he needs a lot of gold to get anti-heal. And even by the time he gets anti-heal, I'm still going to heal a ton with my double lifesteal. So, double lifesteal being serrated and Jotun's Vigor proc. I'm gonna just heal so much that there's nothing he can do about me snowballing him. Basically, that's my strategy. Well, that happened. Wanted to pick up my rock there. He did just dash in. And I do a lot more damage than I did before because I have a serrated. So remember when I said that Surtr just does so much more damage and is way tankier and is just a better character in every way? Well, when you get really far ahead and you buy a power potion and you have good relics, even though we did use our relics there, I think they were down initially. Maybe they were up at the end. But either way, the point is when you have this much pressure, you can kind of just do what you want. You know, you can kind of just go in on people and call it a day. I think I'm gonna queue up one more because yeah, I kind of like the way this video is going so far. I enjoy it thoroughly with this pressure winning in 12 to 13 minutes or so. 10 to 12 minutes is what I meant to say. 10 to 13, 10 to 12, whatever. It's just a lot of fun, and I think there's a lot to learn from it, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So I'm just gonna queue up another one and hit you guys with another early end, hopefully. Maybe we'll end it off with like a close game. Maybe we'll end it off with a loss, dude. Who knows? But I'll go ahead and skip you guys into it. Thanks for watching. Alright, we're off into the third game, and I deeply, deeply regret saying that I was going to do 3 games on Surtr, because the same thing happened with the last video. At least I'm pretty sure it was the last video. The last video was set, right? Maybe it was. I don't even know, dude. Whatever. That was on Friday. Today's Monday. That was forever ago. The point is, the point here that I'm trying to make is I had to play, like, sorry if this video comes out later than usual. I mean, like, I've actually been releasing a few videos here recently, like later in the day, because I do it after stream. Today I'm actually not even streaming because I woke up and went to the store and stuff like that, and it's later in the day now, so I basically was just trying to get a video for today and not stream and, you know, relax a bit, right? And the point here is, it's like 5 p.m. This video probably won't be out until like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I played those 2 Surtr games back to back, like I showed you guys, and then I queued up for another Surtr game, and I think I played either 4 or 5. I don't remember. Yeah, it's either 4 or 5 games where Surtr got banned, which is crazy, because like, I'm not saying he's not worth a ban, but it's the same thing with the set video, where it's like, just because he's worth a ban doesn't mean people are banning him, you know? Like, Surtr was never getting banned until I started playing him. And I'm not saying I'm the reason he's getting banned, I'm just saying, you know, coincidental. I should try to do that thing where they bait you into going on the buff, so that way they can come around the corner and steal it, and she messed it up anyways, because Bologna doesn't really have great secure. I think I'm gonna level my 2 this game just to test it out, you know, just to test it out for you guys and see which one's better. I think even if the 2 is better, I think I'll still level the way I normally do, just because I'm stubborn like that, and because I just prefer it, you know. But I am kind of curious what I should recommend to you guys. Alright, so we cleared the wave. The whole wave is under tower right now. Not good for her. And she's body blocked by my minion. And this game is over. Just like that. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it, man? He actually missed that entire minion wave for that. That's so sad. I don't know why people do stuff like that on Bologna. Like, don't get me wrong, Bologna is a very good duel character, but she's situationally good. And the situations that she's good in are like against heavy auto attackers, you know, like your hunters, your Bakasuras, you know, etc., right? But also, I would argue that Bologna is good when you're against a bad player. She's one of those gods that's like, I think good players, if you're not in like a terrible matchup, I think good players know how to deal with Bologna pretty well, honestly. And I think lower tier players kind of get used to like winning with Bologna in lower tier lobbies, and they get cocky from it. And my point here is like, Bologna isn't actually that good. Or she's not as good as people make her out to be. She's situationally good, and people just think she's OP all the time. You know, the amount of times I've heard, dude, my Bologna's OP, I beat everybody with it. What the? Are you not gonna ult away? I'm pretty sure this guy's just giving up at this point. There's no way. He's trolling. You guys can see though, like I'm against another warrior, right? And I just have so much more pressure. Now let's be real, this player has absolutely no idea what he's doing right now. But still, you can see the numbers. I heal more, she doesn't heal at all. I just have more procs, I just do more damage, I have more of an early game presence, so I can pretty much do whatever I want in the early game. And if I can do whatever I want in the early game, I snowball incredibly hard. It's just like, this game is pretty much over already. And I don't even mean matchup wise, because I do think Bologna can beat a Surtr. Late game, only late game, but she has to play really smart and like also perhaps not be in this meta where like the early game matters so freaking much. Like Bologna's early game, like I'm not trying to say it's bad, it's just not good, you know? Like it's like a mid-tier early game. Oh, did she gather both the Chesters up? Is that what happened? All right, let's see what my wave clear is like if I max the 2 and throw that. Oh, okay, that was really good. Although wave clear is not really a problem no matter what I level, but you know. See what he does. Is he gonna just let me kill him again? He could ult my ult. So we're gonna move to the side. We still got hit by it anyways. Oh, I didn't cancel my 3 fast enough. Although I don't know if it hit or not, to be honest, because it's kind of like level 1, so it doesn't really do that much damage. Kind of hard to tell if it hit. But we got our super low there. I tried to juke hurl, but was unsuccessful because I'm a noob. But we're once again making a full minion wave go under tower, and there's nothing she can do about it. Look at the gold lead at the top of the screen, and you can see what's happening here. You can look at his tower and see what's happening there. Another thing about getting the tower super early when you're doing this, you know, snowball type of game, right? If you get the tower super early and you're not even trying to hit it, they just keep letting minions kill it, you know, keep getting pressured out. Then around the time when the tower goes down is the same time that you're going to be looking to go for Bull Demon, and you're going to be having your super strong mid game, right? So the tower goes down and you basically just go get a Bull Demon for free, and there's nothing they can do about it. I'm going to go ahead and get my power potion online because I'm already super powerful. There's nothing she can do about it. Yeah, Surtr's in a really good spot right now. As long as you have good bans and you're like, just look at the bans that I banned each game. As long as you have good bans, Surtr is very strong, man. He just dominates in this early game meta. And another thing, because you guys may be wondering, like, what changed? What made Surtr so good, right? Well, different gods got banned, right? There's not a lot of like super high tier hunters and stuff, but I would say the biggest change, honestly, one of the biggest changes is the fact that, I don't know, the 2 biggest changes is they added the meteor thingy that makes it to where pressure is even more important. And also they removed class passives. So for those who don't know, before this patch there was a thing in the game called, actually I don't want this. Dude, I just half health that in like 1 second. That was me autopiloting, just, you know, doing whatever because I can do whatever. I need to get the tower first before I go for Bull Demon. Otherwise I'll have to wait longer. I think I'm just gonna walk in and take it, man. Because once I get this tower, I just have even more pressure. Tons of pressure. My tier doesn't hit that hard, but it is a warrior with defense. Although her defense isn't finished yet, so I don't know. Oh, I can't use my 1. I'm disarmed. I'm disarmed. Wait, no, I don't want that. I want this. And I think I want beads too for the stun / disarm. Not necessarily for the 1v1, but for like when I'm trying to all in the Titan, she can stun me or disarm me, right? And that's not going to be very good. Alright, we got ourselves a Scepter. We're going to go ahead and get the red buff, and then we're going to go for Bull Demon, I would assume, is going to be our play here. Dude, I do so much damage, man. Holy. Holy moly. You can tell these Bologna players are not used to having people being able to fight them and run at them. Like, that dude didn't even ult over. This guy might be low rank, to be fair. It's kind of hard to tell because the season did just switch. I'm currently in GM right now with like 2900 MMR, but like I said, the season just reset. So there's no way of really knowing. I mean, obviously I can kind of tell based on the gameplay, but there's no way of really knowing whether this guy's ever even played Duel before, like whether he's new to Duel, whether he's low rank, high rank, etc. I mean, you could check him up on like a third-party source like Tome for Smite or Smite Guru, but I don't really care to do that, so no real way to know. No, I don't know, because it's hard to tell sometimes. Like I said, like I've said in videos before, and I've said on stream many times, a lot of the times you guys think I'm going against bronze players, and that's because I am sometimes. Like, that legitimately happens. However, a lot of the times that people accuse me of going against bronze players on stream and stuff, I'll check the history right after. I don't really care to chase him. I'm gonna go to Bull Demon. I'll check their profile right after, and they're like Diamond 1 or like Masters. I'm sure this guy isn't because the split just reset, right? And he might actually be a low-level player. But my point here is that there have been countless times of people being like, dude, what is that guy doing? He must be like literally silver. And then I check their profile and they're Diamond 1 or Masters, and they're just like, what the heck, dude? How did that guy make it to Masters? It's like, because the average Duel player sucks, man. That's why. Like, the average Duel player versus the Duel players that are actually good at the game mode, the people who like no life it and are nerds, yeah, they don't stand a chance. I was just telling somebody that earlier that I was going against too. In those games I played, like I said, I played games because Surtr kept getting banned and I was playing games in between it. Somebody told me that they were like, I used to be good. I used to be number 4 on the leaderboard 2 years ago, and now I just can't beat you. And I was like, you know, I was trying not to offend him, but I was like, leaderboard literally means nothing, bro. Like, being high on the leaderboard does not make you a good Duel player, at least not in my opinion. The leaderboard gives false confidence is what it does, unfortunately. Like, let me put it this way, the players who are on the top of the leaderboard versus the players who win tournaments and are actually good are completely different. I'm not saying you have to play in tournaments or win tournaments to be good, I'm just saying that is one avenue of, you know, telling, right? One way to tell. I'm gonna go by Serrated. And then I'm just going to start all-inning this Titan, I think. He does have a Toxic Blade, which is good for him. It's going to stop a lot of my healing, which he needs. He needs to stop my healing. Oof. Dang, I definitely took too much damage there. I didn't expect to take that much damage. Maybe it wasn't the fact that I took too much damage, it's just that I wasn't healing, you know? Maybe that's what it was. Because Toxic Blade OP. I don't know, I'll admit it, I kind of just got used to being an unstoppable beast of a man who can't be killed, but turns out I can be killed, so we've been humbled. I'm also rushing this a little bit because, like I said, I started recording today at like 2 or something, I don't even remember, and it's like 5, and I usually put out my videos at either like early, as in like 10 AM or something, or I put them out at like 5, and so I'm already 20 minutes late to my second deadline. And I haven't even finished this game yet, so. And it takes me probably like, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes to finish like my video stuff and make a thumbnail. But like, YouTube itself takes time as well, you know, to like process the video in HD. So like and that's not like my internet, it's like literally YouTube's time. There's nothing I can do about that. So I'd say after I'm done recording, it probably takes me about 30 minutes to get a video up, I'd say. Half of that is on me, the other half is on YouTube. Also, sorry if I sound a little bit demotivated right now. I actually kind of am, to be honest. I'm so sad that Surtr got banned so many games. Makes me want to cry, man. Alright, he has a red buff and a power potion. And he's got pen. He didn't even have pen last time, so I gotta take this more seriously. I can't just strictly front door and call it a day. This thing's gonna spawn soon. Is she gonna ult me? Nope. She should have fought harder over that, I think. My personal opinion. I kind of need... I'm a little bit afraid, though. Like, not enough to walk away, but more of like, I need to play smart while she has that red buff. That red buff power pot combo is to be taken very seriously, okay? It is a very solid combo. No way that hit me. Okay. I'll admit it, I knew I had, or at least I knew I had pretty decent kill potential there, but like as far as like actually knowing whether she was gonna die or not, it was a 50-50. It was a 50-50, but I knew if I got that kill there, the game's over. 13-minute win. Remember when I said earlier the games would end within 10 to 13 minutes? Or I said 12 to 13, but then I corrected it. I was an idiot. I didn't mean to speak like that. I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, 12 to 13 minutes, or 10 to 13 minutes, and that's even with me dying with a power potion and giving her, a bunch of gold there, and buying a second power potion. Like 1,000 of my gold just went to pots, right? Let's go ahead and clear these. Let me pull up my volume mixer so I can mute the game here for you guys, so you guys don't have to listen to Surtr in the background. Let's see. So as far as the build goes, I think. Have I even played a full game? No, because they're all like short, right? Okay, as you can see here, here's my 2 Surtr games. I started off here, I think. I don't even know. You guys can see the dates, but I started off here with warm-up games, played 2 Surtr games, and then Surtr was banned. 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 5 games in a row, Surtr got banned, right? So that was unfortunate. But let me see where my builds have went so far. All right, barely 4 items, 4 items, 4 items. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to show you guys the late game build in case you ever get there. Although this is situational, of course. At the end of the day, we're playing Smite. So, of course, it's situational, but I will show you guys what I would typically build. Okay, so against physicals, like I said, I'm going to go Berserker Shield. If you're against a magical, here, I'll put it down here. I would say probably Shoguns or Genjis. I guess there's a world where you could go Pestilence too. It depends on how much healing they have. I haven't really played against that many magical gods, if we're being honest. So I'm going to put Pestilence, or Shoguns, and then Pestilence here. Those would be my 2 recommended if you're against magicals. And so I think we're always going to go straight into the Jotuns. Although there is an argument that Serrated Edge is better there, and you get Jotuns next. But Jotuns is cheaper, and just as good in my opinion. Not overall as an item, I mean more like just as good in this 3rd slot, because to be honest, Serrated is much better than Jotuns, but in this 3rd slot, it's pretty good. So I think these are the items you go pretty much every game. This is where it changes a little bit, nothing crazy. I don't really see a big reason for why you wouldn't build Hydras. Like I'm trying to think of it, and like I don't really know. I think you would always build Hydras. And then last item, if you need anti-heal, you go Brawlers. If you need anti-heal, like you might have to go Pestilence if you're against a magical. That could be an option, right? But if you're against a physical and you need the anti-heal earlier, you can build it like that. You can even get the anti-heal before Serrated. Just keep in mind, you're not going to have any percent pen if you go, like say, look here at the bottom left. If you go a build like Boom Boom, you're not going to have Serrated until late, or pen until late game. But you do have a decent amount of flat pen with the 2 maces or whatever, Jotun's Wrath and Brawler's Beatstick, so it's pretty decent. But I would say most builds are probably going to look something like this. If you don't need anti-heal, then you go Heartseeker. If another option, because like I said, there's always options, baby. Okay, there's multiple ways to play the game. Another option is say you don't care that much about, you're not a great auto canceller, and more importantly, you just don't care that much about Hydras. You're just not a Hydras guy. You don't care that much about the CDR, right? Okay, well, there you go. You can swap out Heartseeker, because Heartseeker is an amazing item, to be honest. And so yeah, this would be my build in most games. If you don't need anti-heal, you go the Heartseeker here. If you really just are on the Titan and you just want to end, I was even contemplating doing it in that very last game you guys just watched. You can go Odibo. Of course, same as anybody else, you can reflect it from the Titan back to the God over and over in the game that way. Honorable mention that I would never build probably, but I'm going to give it to you guys because I know you guys like to have fun and whatnot. Vital Amplifier. He heals. He has a dot heal whenever he takes damage, and you pick up the rocks, or you just pop your 3, because if you pop your 3, it automatically picks up the rocks and you get the Vital. Very strong, honestly. Very strong. You can do it if you want. It's for fun build. And the very last thing I'll say, like, this is it. And we're done. But the very last thing I'll say is, like, as an honorable mention, something that I wouldn't do, but you very well could do, is here. Let me put it down here. Trans breastplate for cooldown. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me take this off. Okay, so down here, boom, boom, boom. It's pretty much the same build, just slightly different for cooldown. So here, you're capped on cooldown. You have 40%, and then last you can just go Heartseeker, Brawlers if you need the anti-heal. Boom, boom. If you don't need the anti-heal, then you just throw on a Crusher for the Brawlers, and then boom. That's also very viable. You're going to have less attack speed, but you're going to have more CDR, and you're going to have more pen, more item procs. Whichever one I think, whichever build is very good. It's just whichever one you prefer, right? So take that however you want to take it. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Sorry that it came out later. I apologize. I need to start recording sooner because clearly this is an issue. I did not expect Surtr to get banned this much, but he is very good, so it makes sense. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll show you guys where I'm at on the leaderboard as of right now, although I'm sure it hasn't updated. Oh wait, actually, okay, it has updated. I'm number 1 now, but it actually hasn't updated everything. As you can see, the win-loss on the left side of the screen and the MMR is different than on the right side. That's because the leaderboard doesn't update like after every game. I don't know, but I would guess it updates every 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. That's when the leaderboard updates. So I'm currently 49-0, playing Surtr and other warriors, basically, like. And this history only shows the past 25 games, so it's not going to show my 50 games I've played, 49. But I'll show you guys, like, this is what I've been playing. Just spamming warriors and assassins. Or wait, well, that's just it. Assassin. That's pretty much all I've been playing, and it's been working out really well for me. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.